Not everything reflects your image. Some mirrors show you things you were never meant to see. What appears is not you, but something that has been there for a long time, hiding in the dark, waiting for the moment you look in. It borrows the mirror to speak, to manifest, to remind you that some truths are not meant to be touched. Some glances should never be exchanged, and once you've seen it, it has seen you too. I moved in on a drizzly afternoon. The rain wasn't heavy, but enough to make the narrow alley in front of the house puddle up, releasing a musty, indescribable smell. The room I rented was at the end of the row, damp with peeling walls, but the basic furniture was decent. The rent was unbelievably cheap. Only one thing gave me pause. At the end of the hallway stood an old wooden door, always locked. I asked the landlord, and he just shook his head, expressionless. "Don't go in that room. Rent's cheap because of it." No further explanation, and I didn't ask again. At first, it was just small sounds, like fingernails lightly scratching on wood. Scratch, scratch. Then silence. I thought it was mice or maybe just wind slipping through the cracks, but it repeated. Every night. Exactly 2:17 a.m. Not earlier, not later. Each night I lay still, eyes wide open, staring at the ceiling, waiting for the sound. And it always came. Relentless. As if whatever was behind that door wanted me to know. It was awake. Inside, there was nothing but mirrors. The room was empty, all four walls lined with mirrors, some large, some small, including a full-length one propped up in the corner. But every mirror was covered with thick, old black cloths, like they'd been hidden for a very long time. No light, no windows, just a single dim bulb flickering above. The first thing I felt was cold. Then a heaviness, as if the room itself didn't want to be opened, as if there was a reason no one dared look into those mirrors, and that reason was still here. I knew that wasn't me anymore. The face in the mirror looked like mine, but the eyes were different, deeper, colder, empty. At first, it only mimicked me, raised its hand when I raised mine, tilted its head when I did. But then, I stood still, and it didn't. It kept going, smiling, a twisted smile like it had been waiting for ages. I couldn't stop looking, as if some invisible string was pulling me closer. And in that moment, I understood it wasn't copying me anymore. It was teaching me how to become it. No one knows where Min went. He vanished after a night of heavy rain. No message, no belongings taken. The door was still locked from the inside. When they broke it open, everything was untouched, except for the large mirror in the middle of the room. The cloth had been pulled away. The landlord just shook his head, avoiding everyone's eyes. That kid, he stared into the mirror all night. I saw the light spilling into the hallway. Then the next morning, he was gone. No one understood. But since then, no one dared stay in that room again, and the mirror was covered once more. There are things that should never be reflected, not because they hide evil, but because they can't bear the gaze of humans. Some figures exist only when someone looks, and in the moment your eyes meet theirs in the mirror is when they know you, remember you. They don't have to step out right away. They don't need to. As long as you keep looking, every night, every time you pass by a silent pane of glass, you're slowly crossing into their world. And one day, you won't look in the mirror anymore, because you won't be on this side of the glass.